Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another upgrade slash promo card set video. So we have some more stuff that I picked up from the BoardGameGeek. So if you like promo cards for your set, so you like upgraded tokens, upgraded containers, some cool stuff like that, definitely a place to check out. If you haven't, otherwise BoardGameGeek also just in general has some great forums. If you have questions about games or want to know what content is available, you can type in the name of the game, see all the different releases. It's very useful for that. You can keep track of your collections. Yes, this is a little bit of me spouting off how cool BoardGameGeek is. It's a great place for gamers to communicate and get together. Sometimes you talk to developers or game designers on them forums as well. Although to mention, I am not promoted or affiliated with them in any shape, way, or form. I just like buying their stuff. So today we're going to have three different things in here. We're going to have some stuff for Smash Up, the card faction battling game. We're going to have some stuff for Dice Throwing, Santa vs. Krampus, and Flamecraft, the Dragon Artisan game. So I'm going to go and look at, we're going to look at the promo cards for Flamecraft first. I'm going to grab my little handy dandy easel here. So they have a set of little tiny artisan dragon cards. I'm going to zoom in a bit here. So in the game, you can pick these up. These are just special, little highly specialized dragons to get extra abilities. Each one of these are based off a crew member from the Dice Towers. The Dice Towers is associated directly with BoardGameGeek. So that's really cool. They have a lot of promo characters for him. So they have Tom, Tom Vassal. So he gets the Bread Dragon. So if you fire him up, he gets to draw one dragon. We have Mike. So of course, I'm not going to remember everyone's last names. So I know Mike Delicio. I know the main guys because I watch the top 10s all the time. He gets the Meat Dragon. So gets to place a dragon in town. Of course, we have one of the other main ones there is Z Garcia for a potion. So swap a dragon in town and fire it up. We have Roy. Nope, don't remember his last name. I'm just trying to think if I remember it. The top of my head, I can't think of it. Yeah, here he has the Metal Dragon. Gain 2 of 1 good from the shop or a dragon here. We have Camilla, who gets the Diamond Dragon, that's gained 3 different goods. And finally, we have Corey, who has the Plant. Gift a good of another player to gain 2 hearts. So it's really cool. These are just extra little cards you can swap in. So if you love Flamecraft, more different stuff is always fun. You just swap in different other characters or have different options. If you don't know who the Dice Tower crew are, it's not going to affect this as a gameplay element at all. And be the fact it's just the names of them, it's not like their likenesses or their pictures on the cards. So therefore, even if you're like, I don't care for the Dice Tower channel or whatever, that's fine. You still pick these up and play with them. You'll add some more content to the game. They also have some other, I've done previous promos and before, they have some other cards you can get on there for some other locations and stuff as well. So there's several different stuff for Flamecraft available on there. So definitely check that out if you'd like to get some more good Flamecraftiness. Alright, now we're going to move this. The next thing we're going to look at is Dice Throwing, Santa vs. Krampus. So I've already done some other videos with this for Season 1 and Season 2, where they added acrylic tokens. That's what we're going to look at today. I'm going to zoom my camera back up and down a little bit. So we have some acrylic tokens for the characters. Like I said, I did these for Seasons 1 and 2 before. If you have interested in Dice Throwing and you have looked at the new X-Men set coming out, they made acrylic tokens for that set as well as available for the first Marvel set. So the only thing there's not currently acrylic tokens available for is Adventure, which I believe BoardGameGeek is working on, so they will hopefully come out. They're just really nice to have. Again, are they like most upgrades? Are they necessary? Absolutely not. Are they fun to have? Yes. if you like to make your game a little bit more fancy. So we have our little bells here. So you can see the difference between them. Now these are actually kind of neat because they're a little pearlescence in there. So they kind of add a little extra flair to them. They're double-sided, but they are a little bit thicker. Not terribly much, but they are going to be a little bit easier to pick up. You can kind of see again if we lay them next to each other. Plus, they're a little smoother. They're not going to wear as much. They're definitely nice. Roundness-wise, they're the same size, so they're not going to take up any extra room on your board or in your token holders. So yeah, we have enough for cover each one of those. Then we also have the ones for his hot cocoa mugs. Same exact thing. Really nice artwork printed on them. They're really nice little acrylic tokens. And then we'll have the same thing for Krampus. So grab his out quick. So we get all his coal. Yeah, it's basically the same screen printed image. Some of these are more pearly essence than others, so that's the only thing you have to keep in mind. You're not going to get all of them. They'll have all of that swirling effect. It's just kind of how they came out, so some will have a little bit more than others. And then we do get some for his presents. We have the 3 to cover those as well, the little odd-shaped ones. Which again are really nice. So if you're looking at upgrading those, you can get those. You can just drop them into the containers with all the rest of your stuff. Pick up the ones from Seasons 1 and 2. If you're interested in upgrading all them. And then hopefully eventually they'll have the ones for Adventure out soon. And then the Marvel ones. Now I don't know if the Marvel ones are going to be available through BoardGameGeek. They might. They might release them that way. They might just be available through Dice Tower. Or not Dice Tower, through the Dice Thrones website. Because they're actually being made and shipped with that. But these were done in conjunction with these games. That's how they got the artwork. So hopefully that you can get all of them as well. Cool. So then the last thing we have in here is for Smash Up. It's again made with permission of AEG, Eldritch Entertainment Group. So what these are is a bunch of tokens used for randomness. So it is officially called, let's see, we can expand the bag out there. We have a neat looking bag. The Epic Fraction Randomizer Bag 4000 Supercharged Turbo Edition. So I did not dump these out, but we will look at these. So is it a different picture on each side? Yeah, that's kind of cool too, right? We get kind of like the full faction picture, and you flip it to the other side, get some of the other pictures. So these are fairly big size tokens. I'm not going to dump all these out right this moment. But we have them for all the different sets. We have zombies, flipping the other side, wizards, Vikings, vigilantes, werewolves. Kind of cool. They have the faction set on one side, the name on the other. So you can easily tell what's what in case you can't remember. There's goblins, ancient Incas, apes, ants, ghosts, kitty cats, kaiju, cowboys, kung fu fighters. We got penguins in here, the sheep for the small set, the 3 musketeers, princesses, steampunk, to some of the later sets, earlier sets, Mysticon University. So the only thing it does not include for these is it does not include the newest set that came out at the time, which was the Teen Single Pack and the action movie set. I forgot what it's called. It's the last it's the 80s movie expansion that came out because they were still in design or just coming out when these were being made, so they didn't make it in here. So again, kind of like some of this other stuff, hopefully they'll release maybe like a small expansion later on. They might wait until there's 2 or 3 coming out, who knows. There's also nothing for the Marvel, Disney, or Munchkin sets because those are additional copyrights. They can get permission from AEG to reprint these because they're all originals, but they can't get permission to also do the other ones without then having to get permission from Marvel or Disney for both the Disney and Marvel set, and then Steve Jackson games for the Munchkin. And that might have just been too much extra work to do. So unfortunately, you don't have tokens for those. But I feel like, some people probably mix and match them. Some people probably keep them set aside. So that's fine. But yeah, it's really cool. Drop all these in there. You can then pull them out and be like, oh, what am I playing as? We're going to just, we just open one of these up. We drop these in. I can be like, oh, who are we going to play as this time? We're going to play as Cyborg Apes. And our second set are fairies. This is a fun way to just, if you want to do a quick randomization without having to do anything else, you can definitely just pick these up and you got them available. Again, it unfortunately doesn't have the 5 newest expansions in there. So you'd have to figure out something different with that, but that's easy enough to just, if you really want to, print off something else. The only problem is you have to try and get tokens of this tactical feel. But hopefully they'll come out with them sooner than later. There's actually a decent amount in there once you look at them. But yeah, I really like this as an idea for this, because that's always the thing. Some people might be like, well, you can just grab a card out of them, or do this, or make your own randomizer cards. And I can just grab 2 tokens out, and we're going to play as Disco Dancers and the Astronauts. Or, let's see what else we can get in here. Fun combinations. Killer Plants and Vigilantes. And it's also fun because if you don't own all the sets, I only bought, half the sets or a few sets, you can still pick this up, and then just only put the ones in the bag, the ones you own, then keep the rest set aside. But that's what we have for some fun BoardGameGeek promos and upgrades. I keep buying these occasionally. I usually buy stuff for games I own. So that's why, there's a lot more extra content, a lot of other stuff. Lots of stuff rotates out. So if you do see something you like on their website, try and pick it up as quickly as you can, because they have limited stock. They don't make brand new of these all the time. Some of the bits and stuff they probably remake. But like the promo cards and stuff, like they might have 50 copies. They might have 10 copies. I don't know. So I wouldn't hold off too long, but you do generally kind of want to build up at least a decent sized order so you're not paying a ton of shipping on them. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Anything else you'd ever like to see me do or hit up, or if you'd like to see me come back and maybe do all the Flamecraft stuff together, promos together, or all the dice throwing upgrades together, stuff like that, let me know in the comments. I'll definitely see what I can do. See you guys later. Bye.